So, last night, we had a nice scrap between Edgar Berlanga and Jason Quigley at 168 pounds. Okay, very interesting fight. It showed me a lot, and you know, maybe a lot of you guys will agree with a lot of things that I'm gonna say. Maybe I won't. Okay, but good scrap, a pretty decent test for Edgar Berlanga coming off the layoff that he's been coming off of. Jason Quigley's the same guy down at 160 that got destroyed and had his jaw broke by Demetrius Andrade. He moves up, he fights Edgar Berlanga. So I guess that was the test to give Edgar Berlanga, for his layoff. They didn't want to put him in there, I guess, with somebody that's really gonna style on him or make him look horrible or hurt him, I guess, But Jason Quigley, to me, did surprisingly well last night, if you ask me, as far as his movement. Only thing he wasn't doing, he wasn't really planting his feet as much. He was really countering Edgar a lot in that fight. And it even looked like he staggered Edgar once, too. Jason Quigley is he's an okay fighter. He's a good fighter. He's nothing, he's not no high caliber fighter, but he's a good fighter. Showed that last night. He has a pretty good chin as well. He showed that. But I think also moving up to 168, that extra 8 pounds, it means a lot. Gave him a lot more durability, to absorb more punch, more power from these dudes at the higher weight class too, So he did his thing in there. He really, Edgar Berlanga, man. And I like Edgar. He from the borough. Shout out to BK. But wait a minute. Is he from Brooklyn? I don't even know if he's from Brooklyn. He might be from Manhattan somewhere. I don't even know if he's from Brooklyn. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's from Brooklyn or not. I know he's from the town, but I'm not sure exactly where. I don't think he's from my borough though, but he has a lot to learn still, man. He was cutting off the ring against Jason Quigley, but he was just pretty much following him around most of the fight. He was missing a lot of his shots. He did manage to get a knockdown. He knocked him down early in the fight. Then he knocked him down late, like I think the 12th round. He knocked him down and hurt him. But Quigley got up. So you got to ask yourself, okay, well, where's all this crazy power that Edgar Berlanga was showing, early on in his career when he was touted as this destructive puncher and he had all of these knockouts straight in a row in the first, second round and stuff like that. All that shit started going away. Who was it he fought? Was it Steve Rolls that kind of changed that? I think that's who it was. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he has a lot to learn. He does. He definitely knows how to turn it up when he wants to. He tried to do that in the 12th, and I'm like, why wasn't you doing that like in the 6th round, 7th round? Maybe you would have got him out. Was he in there trying to practice his boxing skills? Who knows? But if he was, to me, he wasn't doing a very good job at it. The top dudes at 168, I think they obliterate Edgar Berlanga. David Benavidez beats him. David Morrell beats him. Canelo Alvarez beats him. Demetrius Andrade beats him. Caleb Plant beats him. All of those dudes up there. He probably could beat Billy Joe and people like that. He can't beat those guys I just named. Will give Berlanga problems. Hell, Anthony Durrell will probably give him problems. I just don't think he that good, man. He don't look like he improved much to me, man. I mean, everybody got different eyes, but I don't see where he improved from his last fight. He had Quigley in certain places where he could have got him out of there and he wasn't able to do it. And you can contribute that to the layoff and all this other shit. But man, fighting, if he fought those top dudes like that, he would have lost, got knocked out, or stopped, or beat by decision, or a split decision, no, unanimous decision. As far as I'm concerned, man. Jason Quigley did his thing. He didn't do enough. You know, he got knocked. Those knockdowns count for something. But I wonder though, if Quigley didn't get knocked down in that fight, would he have probably pulled off a nail biter? You know, but Edgar Berlanga, man, he has a lot of work to do, man. Especially his defense is a little suspect too. His jab, he got a pretty good jab though. I like his jab. I like his jab. But he has a lot to learn. Slipping punches. He's like he's trying to work on that. But I don't see he doesn't follow up. He's not as accurate. He wings and misses his shot. He jumped in and you saw him off balance a few times. I'm like, man, look, he do that against a Canelo or definitely Benavidez or like a David Morrell. He gonna hurt him, man. You know, he's gonna get hurt bad. You know, but shout out to Jason Quigley for putting up a good fight. He didn't fold. He went in there and fought a hard 12 rounds. And even Edgar Berlanga, I'm pretty sure, even though I don't think he looked his best last night, he learned something from it, hopefully, and his team. You know, listen, a great boxer, man, or a boxer in the making, when they have a tough fight or a fight where they kind of like out their zone, a good fighter learns from it, man, and a good team will help him learn from it, you know, and he adjusts and he learns. Okay, look, this is what I was doing wrong. I don't know. I don't really see that with Berlanga and his team. It remains to be seen, man. I don't really see much improvement in him, man. I really don't. So we'll see what happens and who he fight next. Speculation. Word is, you know, Canelo, he signed a 3-fight PBC deal. A lot of different names floating around. Some people are saying Edgar Berlanga is probably one of his possible opponents. Others are saying Errol Spence Jr. You got other people saying Jamal Charlo's coming in September. The truth is, we don't know. It's just speculation, man. It's just like with the Spence Crawford fight, man. All these different dates coming out and all this stuff, and none of them were true. So until one of them dudes over there, Steven Espinoza or Canelo, or somebody announces for sure he's fighting Charlo in September, then that's when I'll believe it or something like that, you know. But we'll see, man. We'll see what's next for Edgar Berlanga. I would like to see him fight the other dudes because they'll get to prove me right on what I think about him. So if he gets in there with those bigger dudes and he loses, I'll be like, well, I was right, you know. But he gets in there and just stuns a lot and then surprises me. I'm like, okay, he shut me the fuck up, you know. So we'll see what's next for him, man. Jason Quigley, I mean, he's at the division now. We'll see what's next for him. He's a great boxer, though. He can move. He's a very good boxer. Absolutely good footwork on. I love watching boxers that move. You know what I like when boxers that are either pure boxers or you got boxer punchers. They can move and then they give like power punches that don't really have much footwork. A lot of hell in the ring, and I love that because you get to see exactly how good at the moment that other fighter really is. When it comes to cutting off rings and he's not used to somebody just standing there so he can knock him out. You know, and you saw what happened. He didn't get the knockouts he usually get because he wasn't in there with he was in there with lower caliber fighters. Jason Quigley, I would consider a mid caliber fighter, you know, and he was having issues connecting with him a lot and cutting off the ring properly. All right, so let me know what y'all think, man, about the fight last night between Edgar Berlanga and Jason Quigley. It's your boy, Rebel Life Boxing. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I love y'all, and I'm out.